I want to help you guys get more sales. And this is something that when I work with business owners, when I coach with them, that we have to identify why are our sales not coming in? One of the biggest things that I notice that happens with business owners across the board is they have an idea of what they would like to bring to the market. They have an idea of a product or a service. And I'm not trying to kill your dreams here at all. Please hear me out there. But I want you to shift your perspective just a little bit as to what it means to sell properly and how to reach customers. You have to give people what they want, not what you think would benefit them. When you're selling, you have to directly lead with the desires of your customer, not what you believe they need. And this is really what separates professional salespeople that sell a lot and make a lot of money from those that struggle. Is those that sell a lot, they always lead with what the customer wants. People that struggle, they, and it comes from a good place usually, try to help people too much. They try to give people what they need based on what they believe the person would benefit from, with zero care as to what the person actually wants, desires, or is looking for. And so I liken this similar to literally trying to shove something down somebody's throat that they had no desire for because you believe it's going to benefit them. It doesn't work. Have you ever had somebody try to do that to you? Let me flip the script a little bit. Have you ever had somebody come to you and say, "Hey, listen, this is really going to help you a lot. You need to do this," and you're just like, "Whoa, you're whack. You don't know me. You whatever you think about me is not true." That's what's happening with your customers when we try to force something that we think, which still comes from a good place, and it may benefit them. Sure, like gut health is going to benefit people, but they might not know that they need help with gut health. And so if you're leading with gut health, but they're looking to lose weight and have more energy, they're going to say, "I'm not looking for gut health. I'm looking to lose weight and have energy." And then you might be saying, "But gut health is what's going to get you there." And they're saying, "No, I don't care. I just want to lose weight and have more energy." So you have to lead with what they want, even if it's not what they need. And then what you do is when somebody comes to you, say, "Hey, I'm going to help you lose weight and have more energy, da 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 da." Oh, and by the way, gut health is a big reason why. So once somebody buys from you, once they purchase from you what they want, that's when you present them with what they need. Because there's trust built, there's rapport built, there's an understanding that you understand them, that you understand what they want. But I see so often people are leading with what they think the customer needs and get frustrated that nobody's buying it. They're like, "This is what my market needs. Bless God, they're going to take it whether they like it or not." And we're trying to shove it down people's. It's, it's as silly as it sounds, but that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to force feed people what they need instead of leading with what they want. Now, I've heard the argument of this. Well, so you just think if somebody wants cigarettes that we should sell them cigarettes and things that would kill them? I'm not talking about that. And most of my customers are not in the cigarette market, anyways. Okay? Most of you are not going to be selling things or giving people stuff that's going to kill them or hurt or harm them. So we don't even need to like bring that into this discussion here. No, I'm not talking about that. But when it comes to what you're selling, your product or services, listen, let's take a look at my business. There's 10 different things that people need in their business, but when I try to lead with those things, people don't buy from me. They don't come and buy my products. They're like, "No, Jeremiah, I want this from you." And I'm like, "Okay, great." Every time I give people that thing that they want, which is usually Facebook ads, traffic, and sales copy, those are like the four things that usually people come to me for and they want information from me for. Or mindset stuff. I'll lead with that sometimes, but most of the mindset people don't buy anything from me. Um, When I give people what they want, then I can lead them to what they need, which oftentimes has to do with their mindset, which has to do with stopping the overthinking problems, stuff like that. So if you're somebody that's trying to sell online, if you're somebody that's trying to reach more customers, lead with what people want, not what they need. I'm going to keep hammering this message down until y'all get it. Because it's so powerful. And it's such a shift because it's a shift in your language, it's a shift in how you build your offers, it's a shift in how you advertise, because you're taking, okay, here's a target customer. This is the type of person that's going to most benefit from my products and services, and I can help solve a problem for them. And then you give them what they're already asking for. So you already have the cheat codes a little bit. It really is. It actually is a good cheat code because you're able to give people what they've already told you they want. You don't need to guess. And then in that process, you're able to lead them to the most beneficial thing that they need later down the line. And so if you follow this process, you'll get more sales. If you're just trying to make people buy what you think they need, and it's interesting. Even this message, I'm starting to get better at it, explaining it to people because most people don't get it. They're not connecting with it as much. How do I make people think they want candles? Well, for the first part of that question, um, none of us ever make people think that they want anything. You want to find people that are looking for candles, first off. You want to find people that are looking to improve their home. You want to find people that are looking for um, maybe even, depending on what your candles are, uh, safe, non-toxic ways of making their homes smell better. And then when you get into those conversations with them, when you connect with them around, think of who's the person that buys candles, right? Um, who is the person that's most likely going to buy from you? What other things do they want? What other things are they interested in? And you start talking about those things, okay? And then you lead them to, now if they're looking for candles, great, that's great. Most people probably aren't always looking for candles. And I want to show you an example from Walmart or Target, for example. Most people go to Walmart or Target to buy their groceries, their chicken or a box of wine, you know. But then they end up in the candle aisle once they're there because they said, well, since I'm here, I might as well check this out. And so oftentimes you're going to get the sale by leading with what they're looking for, what they want, which may not be exactly what you're selling, but you're able to connect with people around those things. And then people buy from people that they trust. Most people, I don't trust all the brands that are at Walmart or Target, but if it's something that I need in my house, I'll probably buy it when I'm there. Most people on the internet, there's a lack of trust on the internet, right? Because we don't. There's a lot of scammers online. I mean, it's just a fact. And so you got to build trust with people. That's what I'm trying to get to. You have to build that rapport. You have to get them to realize that you're somebody that they would benefit from buying candles from versus somebody else. See what I'm saying? So a big part of this is, and I should dive deeper into that as well. It's a trust building exercise. When you give people what they want, that trust is built. And so ultimately, it's a mechanism for trust building by serving people around what they want versus just what they need. And so get to know your customer. First off, do you have customers right now who have bought from you? That's the first question. Ask them what they want. Just like start some conversations with them. If you don't, start talking to some strangers that are on the internet and start to learn what they want that are in your target customer group. As well, you could ask other people that are selling similar products to yours. There's a lot of Facebook groups that are out there. You could join these different Facebook groups for people that might be in your same company, same niche, and ask them those types of questions as well. But no matter what product we sell, we're never going to make somebody buy something. It always comes from a desire that they have themselves. We can influence somebody's buying decisions. um, based on showing them benefits, based on showing them the reasons why you stand apart. But ultimately, somebody's going to buy what they're looking for, and you have to start that conversation. So if you're selling something like candles, you're going to start that conversation with that person, by sparking a conversation from another entry point, asking about their family, asking about what they like to do for fun, asking about their job, and getting to know the person first before you then sell them that product that you have. Ultimately, you still have to build trust with people. And so that's one of the biggest things. You don't know how you're going to get customers yet. So that's I do have a client that I'm working with that sells candles, and the way that she's done it, two of them are they use a lot of humor in their content, and so they connect with people around humor, and then that ties to their candles, or they're building a community, all about building a community. One lady has a community of divorcee women that are over the age of 40, and so then they buy the candles that are specifically for their interest. So it's really about building a community of people, building trust with those people, and then you can sell them whatever it is that you're offering. The other thing too is maybe take a look at candles, maybe one thing that you offer. Maybe you'll offer one or two other things that go alongside that, and then you could kind of package those together. And once you start to create these different offers, you're going to build an email list. Once you build an email list, then you can send emails to people with different offers, different sales, different things like that. Okay, so hopefully that helps. I have a course on my website called Irresistible Offers That Sell that walks you through how to create offers that are crafted around what the customer wants, as well as social media ads that work, that walks you through creating social media ads to reach customers. So hopefully this has been helpful for some of you guys. I need to talk more on trust building. Really, it's all about trust. It's all about building trust with people. Uh, how do you build trust? Well, you demonstrate that you're a trusted person to do business with. Okay? And so how do you demonstrate that? There's a number of different ways to demonstrate that. One great way to demonstrate trust for me in my market is I do these videos. I have conversations with people. I show that I know what I'm talking about. And then I have courses that I sell that take it like to step 100 that are going to take you far beyond what I talk about in these videos, okay? And so in your market, there's different ways of building trust with people. At the end of the day, if you want to sell, and I posted this on my social media yesterday, if you want to successfully sell products and services, you have to become an expert at communication, communicating and connecting with other human beings. That's really what it is. It's psychologically you're connecting with other human beings, and so sometimes we have a goal. I want to sell, but I don't want to connect with people. You might have to grow out of that and learn to connect with people. It's very rare that unless you have a giant team and a lot of money to put behind it. I know some people that are billionaires that they don't have to be the face and communicate and connect with people except for their team. For everybody else, the rest of us that don't have a whole lot of money to put behind stuff, communicating and connecting and being a personality and being personable with people, that's how we build trust and rapport effectively, learning to communicate and connect with people. All right, so have a good